Good afternoon, fellow subscribers, and welcome to part four of the best and worst SpongeBob SquarePants moments. Once my friends join in, we'll get started. Make sure you read the rules in the description, they're very important. Hello? Hey, Blitz.
Email.
How's it going, bud?
That's going great. About the stream. Yeah, SpongeBob. So I won't put this in the chat, but I saw recently one of the new episodes. Dennis return.
Oh, yeah, I saw that on YouTube and other villains as well. I was shocked too. So, yeah, I don't mind you talking about that episode, even though I haven't seen it yet.
No, the thing is, I only saw the clip of Dennis returning. I didn't watch the full episode, but it was really interesting to see all the villains return.
Well, Squidward was from one of the newer episodes where he played as Doctor Negative.
Yeah, and
But
in that one,
wow,
Dennis is played by Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown? That's cool.
Well, here's the thing though, because it was just one episode. I don't expect them to get all the guest stars or celebrities.
Of course
Just
not.
yeah, because Steve Buscemi's character, right, from SpongeBob, and that one he was voiced by Clancy Brown as well.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, I also noticed Madam Hagfish, the little earworm dude, and wow.
Yeah.
Oh, also the Strangler.
Yeah, well, Thomas L. Wilson returned the Hagfish. She was voiced by Jill Talley in that one.
Interesting. All it's not just the two of us.
Oh my, if they want to join, they could join. If they just want to spectate from the chat, that's perfectly fine as well.
But don't worry, I'm sure we'll get.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Well, while we wait, we'll just go ahead and talk. First one we'll talk about is Love That Squid.
I love that squid. Is this the one I think it is?
Hang on.
Oh, it is. Yes.
Hello, Galaxy.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
One at a time. You say? Hello?
Oh, what'd you say? You are glitching out for a sec.
I can't hear you both talking, so first, let's.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm just searching up the episode that you just put out, and yeah, it's the episode I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you about it.
First?
I was going to say, how are you today, Galaxy?
Fine.
All right, that's cool. All right, so Love That Squid is about this episode where Squidward meets a female squid named Squilvia.
But first, I'm going to tell you, I'm going for a barbecue with my family on 4 o'clock p.m.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I hope you have a great barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. SpongeBob Part 4 or 3. So I'm going to barbecue at 4 o'clock p.m.
What time is it where you live? Because it's 1:49 my time.
2:49 p.m.
Oh, okay, so yours is kind of like Blitz's.
Well, yeah, it's the same time.
First,
hello, Bobby.
Hey.
How's it going, bud?
Hey.
Hey, Bobby, no offense. Wait, Bobby, no offense. Before I say, when you just came in and coughed a little bit, you kind of sound like Seth Rogen's laugh a little bit.
What Wait, what's his laugh like? Is it or something?
I don't know, but I just love how the way he laughs though. Like it's just hilarious.
Also, Bobby, I apologize from last Sunday for remember that dude that joined Emmanuel? Yeah.
Yeah, what about him?
Well, the reason because he's like that, like loud and like over talking stuff. He has autism.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just want to tell you I'm sorry for that experience, and if your ears were hurting because the way he was talking that loud.
No, I didn't mind. I didn't
Oh,
mind
okay,
him.
okay. I'll let you
Or is
know.
that like your ears were almost like bursting?
Well, they were hurting a little bit, but I just letting you know that he does have autism, and that's why he was like talking loud and like overly talking and whatnot. So just letting you know.
Right.
I didn't know that some like when people have some signs of autism, it's overly talking. Like, I don't get that. Like, what the hell?
Anyways, so yeah, love that squid. Squidward. I mean, it's a female squid named Squilvia. He has never been a day before in his life, so SpongeBob helps him with his first date, like doing a sequence like how the date will go. So SpongeBob actually posted himself as Squilvia and like to see how the date goes. Firstly, like Squidward learns to open door for a lady, and SpongeBob pretends to go to a restaurant from taking left and right turns. It's actually back to his house. So they're doing a pretend date, like plastic food and whatnot, and Patrick's a waiter, and SpongeBob is totally not helping at all. Like, I don't remember what happened, but he was just talking nonstop, random crap, and just Squidward has had enough of it. He tried to get away, but he fell, and SpongeBob was trying to talk to him, but Squidward was like, "I don't need you. You are super annoying, and I don't need you for this date. Now, good day." And SpongeBob was actually trying to tell him that Squilvia was actually right behind him, and he's like, "Oh, you actually heard of that?" And she said, "Oh, only half of it." And he said, "Oh, you think I'm some kind of jerk?" And she's like, "No, I think what you just did is just exactly dreamy." And she was like, "SpongeBob, I'm dreamy." And then SpongeBob's like, "Oh man, I saved the day again." And then Patrick dressed as a woman, and he said, "I was promised a movie in plastic popcorn." And that's how the episode ends.
A time where Squidward could get laid, everybody.
Yeah, but we haven't seen Squilvia afterwards ever since.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one, Blitz.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I saw this episode on Friday. I was like, let me bring this up.
all right, that's cool.
I remember.
Okay.
I did see that episode actually. Wait, like the one that you guys were talking about, and I was gonna say like this: Squillium. I'm sensing a pattern here, and I don't like it.
It's actually pronounced Squilvia, like Sylvia.
Squilvia.
Yeah.
Squilvia. Or something. Yeah, whatever.
Squilliam, but it's like a Squilliam, but it's William. That's how it works.
Squilvia, Squilliam.
Yeah,
and Squidward is Edward.
Edward, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, wait, by the way, guys, since this whole thing is about SpongeBob, I saw some gameplay of the Minecraft crossover with SpongeBob.
Ah, how did that go?
It was going well. I saw it on Dash EXP.
So you can go ahead and talk about that episode if you want, Blitz.
Okay, so in this episode, SpongeBob basically has to make this report about like driving safety, but he's too shy to like speak in front of the whole class. So he gets Patrick to help him a little bit, and basically SpongeBob makes this whole like a replica of like the boarding school at Patrick's house, and Patrick is dressed as Mrs. Puff, and he would say some bullshit that Mrs. Puff would say to SpongeBob, and now he's even more.
Well, at first, he wasn't helping SpongeBob at all. Like, sleeping at class, getting the desk over, and throwing pillows at him.
Oh yeah, one of those typical students.
Well.
Okay.
Shoot. It's probably
So
having.
as I was saying, then SpongeBob got a help from Sandy. Basically, she made this like underwear goggles thing, like so whenever SpongeBob puts it on, he could just see like the underwear like talking and all that. Oh
Well,
no! Wait.
at
Oh
first,
yeah, wait, hold on. I'm gonna rephrase that. Like he could see everybody's underwear, so he wouldn't be like all shine stuff, so he could laugh at it.
yeah, like the
That's
saying,
like
if you're nervous, just see anyone in your underwear. Just imagine it.
Uh,
that's like a
yo,
typical thing for
yeah.
everyone who's like afraid of public speaking.
And then of course now we're at boarding school, and it's
Hang on.
SpongeBob's turn. Oh, okay.
Hey, Rosebud.
Have you seen the snail? Yes.
Oh, is this what I think it is? The saddest episode of all?
Yeah, it was even on the Nick Picks 4 DVD. Like, holy crap!
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Hi, Judd.
So a student was done with like finishing the report, and it was SpongeBob's turn. But like the goggles got like foggy, and then Patrick had to fix it. But like one of them was cracked, and now
Yeah, because of his strength, he rode him too hard. It was going fine until it short circuited, and somehow made him think that underwears are talking to him. So he freaked out and he started running away. It actually got in car drove, and officers stopped him and is like, "Don't you know anything about body safety?" And then SpongeBob finally gets his for speech, and the officers were touched. And then Mrs. Puff came by and caught him, and officer arrested her because she was the one responsible for SpongeBob, because that's a rule of the thing and stuff. So
yeah.
SpongeBob is not afraid anymore, and Patrick put on the goggles, and he saw the experience SpongeBob went through the talking underwear thing.
Yeah. Let's see here. Like I did like that episode. I noticed like the main underwear that was talking to SpongeBob was voiced by Tom Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only part I didn't like was like, like he has to look at everybody's underwears, but Mrs. Puff, woo, no.
Yeah.
That's gonna traumatize
What were
me.
you thinking, Nickelodeon? There are kids watching.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I was gonna say like Mrs. Puff getting arrested for a SpongeBob's response for being responsible for SpongeBob again, because we all know the first time of that.
Oh, thank you, Rosebud. That's really nice
cool.
of her to do that. And also, to avoid anyone's confusion, Judd is a dude.
Mm.
I learned that the hard way because I thought Judd was a dude. I can't call him Judy, but yeah, he told me it was a dude, so my bad. So yeah, and wait. Oh, here's Movie Watcher. Hey, dude. Oh, is that a picture of you? Movie? Dude? I think his mic is messed. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Just give him a bit. All right. Next one. I just saw a couple days ago or yesterday.
It's like an early episode that I've seen, probably season 2.
Yeah. So in this one, SpongeBob is helping Sandy out through Treehouse ranking. So he has a small rank for some reason, and she's getting freaked out because she explains to SpongeBob that she needs to be in hibernation, so she'll be asleep for a week. And SpongeBob explains that she has so many days to have fun, and so she actually freaks out more. Then SpongeBob has an idea. He'll help her through the week and have fun before she goes to sleep. So him and Sandy started doing random stuff, really dangerous stuff, like random examples, using a giant ear cleaners on top of a needle, get knocked down, going through a dangerous park, whatnot, just different dangerous stuff. And SpongeBob is terrified of his life because of the thing he's going through. So he's actually hiding from Sandy under Patrick's rock. Sandy is having trouble finding him. She looks from all over. So she gets everyone in Bikini Bottom to look for SpongeBob. It's been days. No one has seen a side of SpongeBob. They're getting ready to quit. Sandy doesn't want anyone to quit. and so they're making up lies to think SpongeBob's around. When she's not looking, of course, they tricked her. They ran away. They hid under the same rock, but they also found SpongeBob, and one of them kicked him out. And Sandy was about to take him back to the dangerous stunts. Then SpongeBob told Sandy that he doesn't want to do this anymore. As I was about to tell more, she started to fall asleep.
And then the episode ends, and then Patrick sees them and is like, "Who are you people?" Because the people are under his house.
Yeah, I know. I would actually react the same way because just random people like in my house or under the house, whatever. Like, yo, who are you guys?
I'll be like, get the fuck out! Who the hell are you guys?
Wait,
how did you get my keys and all that?
Wait, hey Blitzy, hang on. I was gonna say, like, if someone was that panicky, they would just like have like a baseball or a golf club of like on the side, so it's like just in case.
Listen, if you don't got no weapons at home, just use your mouth. Like, I think they'll leave like that, unless if they want to be.
Yeah,
that's true. Get out!
Yeah. All right. Next one is a most saddest episode of SpongeBob ever. Have you seen this snail?
Yeah, the promo was called "Where's Gary?" So when you see this episode title right here, wait. When I first saw it, I was like, "Wait, wasn't it supposed to be called this?" But then I realized it was just like for promotion or stuff, I guess.
Yeah. They can like change titles in between because there's some episodes of cartoons that used to be called something else, and movies too.
I mean, like for some. Like while they're in production, I get like I saw with the Omniverse, it said for I think for the episode End of an Era, it said so. It was originally said, "So glad we had this time together."
Yeah. All right. So in this one, SpongeBob receives a paddle ball because winning a contest by building Merman Bottom by Krabby Patties. And at first it was a misconception, but after the mistake was corrected. Is that a different one? I might be mixing it up. But anyways, he does win a paddle ball. I don't remember how, but he has to do it a lot of times to pretend to defeat the dirty bubble. But Gary just wants like either a walk or getting feed or just someone to talk to, whatever. But SpongeBob was like, Gary, quit bothering me. You're losing my concentration. It's been done a couple times. Finally, Gary runs away because SpongeBob wasn't paying attention. Later on, Gary gets captured by an old lady. Then SpongeBob gets freaked out because Gary's missing because he wasn't paying attention. He and Patrick start putting out flowers where Gary is. Meanwhile, back where a lady is, fun fact, she is voiced by Amy Poehler. She is like a cat lady taking care of Gary. He's starting to really enjoy it. Also, it goes a sad song. Who does sing that song, by the way? But
I have no idea. But they sung they were like really good and really sad at the same time.
Yeah, that's what made it sadder because of that, and it seemed much as SpongeBob crying and being sad and whatnot, and stuff. And then back at the cottage where Gary's with the old lady, he then finds out there are different pictures of snails previously, and actually she has a really bad habit of overfeeding the snails. Because he found a closet of old cracked shells in a closet, she apparently has been overfeeding the snails. So yeah, she not good at taking care of them and stuff. But
hey, dude, this is actually I'm gonna be a little bit clear with you. It's sort of like a Hansel and Gretel situation, I believe. Because
anyway, sure.
Speaking to everyone who has seen it but hasn't realized it, she ate them.
Oh, right.
Overfeed them and eat them. So, yeah.
Hi, movie watcher.
Like Hansel and Gretel.
Movie?
You okay, dude?
Hey, dude.
Sure. I think his mic is still buffering crap.
I don't know if it's probably buffering or broken. It might be
Hey,
broken.
Trent.
Or glitching.
Either or.
Hope it goes well for you, dude.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fresh.
The reason he can't join because he told us the other day that he has like run up ideas for SpongeBob, but he'll be spectating.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, by the way, Christian.
I can't.
Oh, okay. You and Blitzy excited for the 10th anniversary of Ben 10 Omniverse?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Anyways, back to the story. So yeah. Gray, after finding out that the woman is trying to chase him, and he runs away from her. Then he runs into Ally Snail, but he ends up getting captured by the old lady. And then Gary actually reunites with SpongeBob, and they he's promised not to like let him down ever again or whatnot. And Gary is happy to see him, and that's how the story ends.
Gary. Oh man.
Yeah, that was really sad for me too. Like, Gary, he's probably one of my favorite characters from SpongeBob.
Yeah, because it was all SpongeBob's fault for him not paying attention to him. He should have known better. All he had to do is because he's being a fanatic.
Yeah, he should have paid more attention to his snail instead of doing the dumb challenge with.
Yeah.
Which, ironically for me, that made me want to buy a paddle ball.
Well, I'm not that good of a paddle ball, really. So
I just wanted to see how fun it was.
Well, it does look fun for people who knows how to do it, like in cartoons and stuff. But apparently, it takes practice. So
it really does.
I was gonna make a dirty joke, but never mind.
Like how some people do with yo-yos,
Oh, yo-yos are much more fun.
Yeah, I even had one of those electric ones.
Oh,
I want an electric one. Even those yo-yo balls that the yo-yos are in the ball, they are much more cool.
I feel like they took that from Curious George because I first heard that in Curious George, and that episode came earlier than when they actually came out as a product in real life.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Huh. Good to know. All right, next one. Doing time. Is this the one where Isabel gets arrested and Patrick and SpongeBob try to break her out?
Yeah, when I first saw this episode, I was like, "What's going on?" Because you just see Mrs. Puff screaming and all that, but yeah, of course you see SpongeBob next to her, and then she's serving time, but the whole time she's just imagining it, which was a plot twist to that. But for some reason, she just doesn't want to get out because of SpongeBob. She just wants to stay there. She's having a happier life than in there. But remember that prisoner? What was it? The green fish, I believe it was.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because in one of the situations, he's driving with a prisoner. But with this episode, one of the few times, Mrs. Bob is getting arrested, but not really. But hey, what can you do? It's SpongeBob's fault for all this, but she always gets to blame because she's the adult, much mature, I must say.
Yeah. Well, also, wait, before you continue, my apologies. I just want to say it's also his fault for giving Mrs. Puff psycho thoughts on killing SpongeBob.
Yeah, because he's always failing and whatnot, and plus he's annoying and stuff. And while Patrick and SpongeBob want to break her out, she doesn't want to go anywhere, mainly because of SpongeBob. So, yeah. And then you see later on, she has different dreams. One of them, SpongeBob actually is the one getting arrested.
Yeah. SpongeBob does have a big heart, but not a big brain.
Yeah. It was a pretty decent episode.
I guess.
Obi-Wan, is that you? No? Okay.
Here's one Judge suggested. Best day ever.
It's the best day ever.
I really enjoyed that episode. I even loved singing the song.
Yeah. Well, it is one of the greatest SpongeBob episodes ever known and stuff. So So on this one, hence the title episode, SpongeBob wants to have the best day ever, even thinks about it. Like, of course, for example, going to Krusty Krab, but apparently it is condemned for some reason until he found out by Mr. Krabs that there are a swarm of nematodes coming to destroy it. Well, not they didn't destroy it, but they did like chomp a skull on it and stuff. So SpongeBob trying to sing a tune, but he plays his nose like a flute. Apparently, the nematodes.
Really cool though.
Yeah, but apparently the nematodes actually like it. So SpongeBob had an idea to lure the nematodes away from the Krusty Krab. Unfortunately, SpongeBob got exhausted, stopped playing. So the nematodes they fell asleep. So next on SpongeBob's list is go jellyfishing with this really cool looking net, reliable, which is like a well designed net. So he's gonna go jellyfishing with Patrick. But he keeps breaking his other nets. So Patrick asked to borrow his net for a bit, and then yeah, he's just done with that. And the last thing is go to clarinet. Oh wait, no, wait. Okay, before that, he wants to go crime chopping with Sandy, but she doesn't want to right now because her dome is leaking because there are cracks, but SpongeBob's not paying attention. So while trying to attack her, she yeeted him to the sky. Apparently, the leaking stopped. One of his gloves blocked the crack. So yeah, that stuck up there. And lastly, Clarinet caught to a Squidward, but Squidward's outside crying. SpongeBob asked why is he crying, and Squidward told him that his clarinet piece broke off. And he said he wanted to quit, and then SpongeBob started slapping him repeatedly to never give up. So SpongeBob uses one of his buck teeth and put in the clarinet piece and played normally. So Squidward goes back in, but the guy up front, like ticket guy, whatever, told him not to go in unless you have a ticket. So SpongeBob has different ideas, tried to get in, but he couldn't. He tried to sneak in Mr. Puzz's purse. When she mentioned his name, the ticket guy realized who he was. Apparently, there was a reserved seat for SpongeBob. But as soon as he sat down, it's over. The concert is over, and SpongeBob is having a hissy fit. And he's mad that he didn't get to see the concert. He also explained about his best day ever being ruined. But his friends explain what he done to save the day and stuff, whatnot. And so together they sing "Best Day Ever" and stuff. So it's been going on for a while, and the episode ends of SpongeBob still singing, and the others exhausted.
Yeah, but that's okay. Just like let him have his day.
Yeah. But it is a pretty interesting episode. Really incredible episode. SpongeBob, even though didn't technically have a best day ever, he did like make everyone else's day better by saving them for the problems that they had.
Yeah, they even did like in the Minecraft SpongeBob thing, they do like a best day ever festival. I'm not gonna spoil like much of it because maybe you guys can like see it for yourselves if you want.
Well, Judd, I do a thing called Best of Worst Movies, and I think I did mention SpongeBob SquarePants movie in one of the streams. So,
we talked about that.
Yeah. Let's see. Next one.
Yeah, and then I said about like the CD of it that I bought. It includes that song, "Best Day Ever."
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Yes. Next one, Judge suggested.
Sorry, ran out of breath.
You'll only hear the friendly version or the dark version.
The friendly version.
Fine.
First
Exactly, but fun, yeah. It was an episode basically with SpongeBob and Plankton, like, sort of trying to, teach Plankton about fun, because how Plankton is, like, these days, just being, like, so controlling, just wants to get, like, the formula and all that, but he just has to learn how to have fun for once.
Yeah, but first, of course, as usual, he just sort of formula. SpongeBob goes after him, but Plankton is, like, about had enough of it. SpongeBob then sees he needs a friend and stuff, so SpongeBob decides to take him somewhere so he can show him what it means to have fun and stuff. So he sings a song saying the letters, and then while they're having a good time, Mr. Krabs noticed that they're having fun, and he is not happy with it. So later on, at the Krusty Krab, Plankton, excuse me, meet SpongeBob at the Krusty Krab. They're having a little chat. Mr. Krabs tries to give him Krabby Patties to see if he can take it, but Plankton seems amused. So SpongeBob takes him away to go to the movies. When they left, Mr. Krabs noticed that the Krabby Patty has been replaced with a fake, so he goes after SpongeBob and Plankton. So when Plankton SpongeBob at the movies, Mr. Krabs tells everyone to take whatever is out of the pockets, and SpongeBob did the same thing. So Plankton did steal Krabby Patty. SpongeBob is upset that he did this. Plankton grabbed the Krabby Patty and took a ran from it, but he ran into the TV screen, which is blocked by solid concrete and stuff. And at the end, Plankton was about to get eaten by Bubble Bass.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty good episode. If it's for friends who
do something together.
Yeah, do something together. You is for you and me, and it's for anywhere. No, down here in the deep blue sea.
Remember how Plankton was trying to sing?
Yeah.
Fire.
And it's for urine. Oh, wait, U is for urine and bombs, and it's for no survivors.
One.
Anyways, I do remember this episode, Blitz.
Yes, I do. Like as soon as I saw the title, I was like, "Yes, this is the one where a new neighbor comes around, like be friends with Squidward because he's the only sane one there, because he doesn't want to be attached to SpongeBob and Patrick anymore."
Yeah,
the guy's name is Howard.
Howard, yeah. And it's been years since I've seen this. So in this one, of course, SpongeBob and Patrick doing their random crap. We always have enough of it. Then a guy in a mobile home comes by, and he's a pretty nice and decent, chill person. It's been what's it seems nice. And then SpongeBob and Patrick are still doing their crap around. Squidward is trying his best and trying to hide SpongeBob and Patrick away from him. Make sure he doesn't notice them because he said he hates annoying neighbors and such. So while trying to talk, they're still at it. He's still trying to hide them and stuff. Apparently, he kicks his mobile home off the cliff, and Howard goes after it, driving in. And then Patrick and SpongeBob want Squidward to join them at bubble bowling or whatever, and then Squidward is in with them. So
this is definitely at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Yeah. Where did that phrase come from, by the way?
It's been a meme for years.
I don't know. Maybe it's probably something someone made up.
Yeah. It sounds like Morgan Freeman is saying that.
It was at this moment.
It does kind of sound like Morgan Freeman.
Well, it sounds like probably like if Morgan Freeman was doing Western.
Oh, Western. Morgan Freeman.
It was at this moment Blitzy knew. He got.
I did.
Okay, next one. Trent Belcher actually suggested Blackjack.
No, not the card game, and
not Jack Black, Christian.
Yeah, not Jack Black. I wouldn't say that. Although that actually does remind me of it.
Imagine Jack Black playing blackjack in SpongeBob.
Oh boy!
Yeah, I even saw like a meme of it of him of his face pasted on it with Jack.
Oh man! So yes,
Jack's playing blackjack.
Yeah.
Plot twist: their deck of cards is full of jacks.
Oh no! But
oh yeah!
Oh look, we got the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh yeah! I love that drink. Anyway, Christian, you may continue. Sorry if we're annoying you.
No, it's fine. But you can actually explain it.
So yes, this episode we get introduced to SpongeBob's cousin Blackjack, who's voiced by John DiMaggio, which was really cool to find out when I grew up. Like, it's because these are like the kind of shows you see Tom Kenny and John DiMaggio work with each other. Like first would be Adventure Time and all that, but it's really cool to see them work in SpongeBob. So basically it shows like a flashback of like him and Blackjack basically playing around and like how he was hurting him as a child and how he was so afraid. Of course, like some of the scenes because I'm short them out. Like SpongeBob goes to like his parents' house, finds like the whole place is like wrecked out and everything. Like there's wraps around, and finds a note, and then he's worried. And I believe he goes to one of his uncle's house and like tries to tell him everything about Blackjack.
Yeah.
And what's really funny is that his house is next to Blackjack's house. I was like, what?
Yeah,
that is weird. But he was trying to get his uncle to help himself, but a different loud noises kept him from hearing, and he is making SpongeBob asking him to do chores. So SpongeBob for hours doing his chores around the house. So SpongeBob finally explains. SpongeBob takes him to Blackjack's house, and then he finds out that it wasn't an attack at the house. It was actually some movers or something. Moving stuff around, and it just kept breaking stuff while they're moving them and stuff. So apparently, Blackjack was in jail for littering. Apparently, and then SpongeBob is facing himself against Blackjack, who is about to fight him. But as it turns out, he's small, like tiny.
Look at the little Blackjack! Oh, curse you, Blackjack! Little Despicable Me reference.
Yeah, I always love that scene.
Like why and how he got small. I know he's like they're like sponges.
Unless he was small to begin with, SpongeBob was just imagining him that he was big.
Or prison really taught him a few things. Like maybe like there's a few prisoners that beat up Blackjack and that's how he turned small because he is a sponge as well. So that's my theory.
I don't know. They never did explain it. Oh well. But SpongeBob is tickled by him bringing up his foot, and Blackjack's like, just like old times, eh? Cuz
you haven't changed a bit.
Yeah.
Next one is Sleepy Time. Now, which one was this one?
This is the one where SpongeBob goes to everybody's dreams.
Right.
I remember.
Yeah, so in this one, SpongeBob has a typical dream. But apparently he has the ability somehow to go in somebody's dreams. I don't know. So one of the dreams he goes to is Squidward's concert. He went to say hi to himself, and Squidward said, "Don't bother me, dude." And rage, he broke his clarinet in half, so SpongeBob transforms into clarinet himself. Apparently, Squidward was playing for some kind of king dude, and SpongeBob was like, la, 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 la. And Squidward, Squidward was like, "What are you doing?" And the king's like, "Why did you stop playing that beautiful music?" Apparently, he likes it. So does everyone else, because reasons. Okay, so the next stream he goes to one of them.
Here's a reason people in Bikini Bottom are just dumb.
Yeah.
Except Sandy and Plankton, even though he's like a bumbling genius.
And Karen.
Yeah, well, Karen's a computer, so.
Yeah. But anyways, next one of the dreams he goes to is Patrick is just simple riding on riding one of those rocking car things you see in grocery stores. So yeah, that's all his dream is. It's just doing that. And SpongeBob said he can do anything like skyscraper, multiply himself. So SpongeBob leaves. The ride stops, and Patrick puts in his last quarter. Apparently, goes into a sewer, and he just sits there like that.
Here's my last quarter.
Yeah. And the next one, it goes to Gary. Apparently, Gary has grown a body and he can talk. And he has some kind of knowledge. He has a library and stuff.
I mean, Gary is already an intellectual snail. So
yeah. But
I like how the voice Steve Bradley Baker provided was like, It was pretty cool.
Yeah. And the next one it goes to Mr. Krabs. It's a stormy sea. They're trying to catch a giant dollar. It's supposed to be like a fish thing. And a giant wallet,
which might be a reference to Moby Dick.
But wait,
yeah.
In this situation, what would we call him? Money Dick?
Money or Money Dick?
No. Or just Big Money. Which is like a rapper's name, but still.
Big Money.
I don't know, but SpongeBob was about to congratulate Mr. Krabs for catching the thing, but he let go of the wall by accident and escaped. And Mr. Krabs launched him to another dream, which was Sandy's. They start falling together because they're skydiving, and he keeps on misunderstanding Sandy when she was saying parachute, but they both like crash and stuff. I don't remember what was another. Oh yeah, Plankton. He was like gigantic. He started wreaking havoc, but SpongeBob turned himself into a nail, and Plankton shrunk down to size, and he was squashed. So at the end of the episode, SpongeBob was like having a nightmare of his own because he's in hearing voices of other of his friends, and they were upset of him being a dream. And Patrick's like, "Does anyone have a quarter?"
Wait, oddly enough, this plot right here of the story, they did similarly in an episode of Big City Greens.
Really? I've never seen that episode.
Yeah, well, the difference is that Cricket just like talks to them while they're sleeping, which
that one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, next one. Ooh, Chatterbox Gary.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I put this up because we just mentioned Gary. I was like, oh yeah. Well, I found out it was really cool about this episode is that Keith David was in it.
Yeah, which I didn't know until French mentioned it in one of his videos. But yes, anyways, you can explain.
So yeah, I'm just gonna pull this up because I only watched the episode once. That was a really interesting episode, even though like the title of it, Chatterbox Gary, though, like Gary can't talk that much, but again, he could just say meow 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 meow.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna pull it up here. Oh yeah, so in this episode, yes, he gets a pet translator caller, and he's talking up like a storm, basically, bothering everybody. Everybody loves it though, well, except Squidward. That's the thing though. But what do you expect?
Well, I did kind of insult him and stuff by saying his tastes are not that good. So Squidward decides to push him with the fake one, and he's the one who now gives SpongeBob orders like moving to Pineapple House and stuff. And Squidward is laughing because of how jerk he is, and Gary noticed it, and he launched the walkie-talkie in Squidward's mouth, and Gary's making him meow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was really awesome for Keith David to be in it, which I didn't know about, which was really awesome to find out.
Either. I think that was the first episode I've heard of Keith David, because I told you guys the only time I noticed him was the Ben 10 reboot episode Mayhem and Mascot.
Well, yeah, we played that Cyber dude.
No, it was Yak.
No, Yak Wawi.
Yeah. Well, of course, Princess of the Frog when I first got introduced to him.
I got introduced to him in Amphibia, and I liked him because of Spawn, and when he was in Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, Spawn, he's great as Spawn, too.
Yeah, I love hearing his voice. It's just so smooth.
Yeah.
He's great. He has one of the best amazing voices ever.
Yes. I would love to meet him in the future. I don't know. But anyways, shoot. Not Snart Pants.
My name is a Rick, man.
Okay, what the heck is perfect chemistry?
This is the episode where Sandy and Plankton work together.
Oh yeah, where Plankton turns himself into gas.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this one, Plankton does his usual thing, want to get a Krabby Patty formula, but in order to do so, he wants to transform himself into gas. So he goes to a vegetable steamer. It's like a sauna for him, and he's into a gas. So he goes to about to go to Krusty Krab, but he gets blown away to Sandy's house, which her aunt is doing an experiment with SpongeBob as her partner. Apparently, she found out Plankton turns out into gas, so they work together to create a transporter. Of course, using SpongeBob, transforming his different body parts to Krusty Krab. Squidward is having a freak out, and Mr. Krabs doesn't believe in. Also, thinking he started farting everywhere because of the gas. And finally, SpongeBob teleported normally, and then Plankton tricked SpongeBob and Sandy. And so he transformed himself. He thinks he transformed to the secret formula, but he got trapped inside a bottle. So Sandy found out about the plan, so she herself got the formula.
Yep.
So
I mean,
it's not bad.
Yeah, it was an interesting episode, especially because it took them a while to think, what two characters would it be a good pair? Oh yes, Plankton and Sandy, because two smart people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about, Judd. It's chocolate with nuts.
Yep. Chocolate!
You gotta love Doug Lawrence.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I don't know who that guy's name but let's just call him Jerry.
Yeah, you can explain this one, Blitz.
Okay, so in this one,
Also, thank you for suggesting this one. I meant to do this one, so thank you.
Yeah, I just looked it up. Okay, so in this episode, yeah, Patrick and SpongeBob are selling, chocolates. It all started because of this magazine Squidward had, telling them about what was the word they were using? Entrepreneurs. Yeah, that's the thing. So they start selling chocolates. The first guy, they scam him, the scammer, would I say, selling them these bags and then wasting their monies. And of course, it's the same guy, but sells the double amount of bags. How many bags do you need for chocolates? And of course, yes, Jerry, as we name him, we get introduced to him. He's asking about chocolate, and they just start chasing SpongeBob and Patrick around. This is really funny. Of course, we meet this guy that's all in a cast, bodysuit and all that, because he got in an accident. But
actually, he said he was born with glass bones and paper.
Right. But the plot twist of that was the same guy that sells them the bags. How good is this guy? Really?
I don't know, but apparently he's rich somehow.
What that episode taught me was stay away from scammers and con people.
Stranger danger. Oh wait. Of course we get introduced to this old lady, and I don't know how you would describe this character. Basically, her mother, but a shit form, I would explain it.
Oh yeah, like a shriveled up worm.
Chocolate. I remember the first time I tried chocolate.
Wait, it was like this voice.
Chocolate. I've always loved chocolate.
Oh, that's perfect, Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like grandma. If she smokes a lot.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what smoking happens to a fish. Never smoke, kids.
And of course, the daughter says, "I hate you," because how much chocolate they bought from her.
Yeah, and plus, apparently she hates her guts because one of the guys said a chocolate will make you younger and stuff. So, yeah.
I just like the little montage. What are they selling? Chocolate. What?
Chocolate. Yeah, they're selling chocolate. Yeah.
They're selling chocolate.
Classic old people present. But anyway, okay, I meant
it was strange. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was strange enough to find out they went on a date with those two old ladies.
Yeah, because they got a lot of money from that dude, and Squidward was about to go in a restaurant because it was his first time but apparently the restaurant has been rented for a while. And he explains why, and then it just shows them.
Ha! Get reject this good word. Who's the entrepreneur now?
Yeah. All right. This one I accidentally put snart instead of smart, so that's my bad.
That's okay.
I'll let you explain this one too, Blitz.
All right. So, just give me a minute. I'm just setting something up. All right. Okay, now I got it. So in this episode, yes, basically they're in jellyfield, and like they're catching these jellyfishes. I believe that's what happened. Because I remember like Patrick falling off and like basically broken his top head, and like SpongeBob was trying to find it, but mistakenly took the one with smart coils. Basically, he put it in his head, and now he's a genius. Everybody.
Yeah, it was called a brain coil.
Oh yeah. With the brain coils and all that, and then Patrick started doing this all these smart stuff. I remember Plankton being in one of the scenes. Remember that?
Yeah, because he was under the microscope. It's like, oh man.
And this leads to the theory of Patrick being a robot by Plankton, because you see what's happening to his head. You see all these clockworks on his head and the staticking happening.
Yeah.
But in actuality, that's just how his brain works.
Yeah. And then SpongeBob's trying to find like his real brain and all that because he can't take it anymore, because he just wants his old friend back. Like, imagine like something happened to your friends, like changing personalities. Like, how would I say this? For me, I'm usually funny, but if something happened to me like that, changing personalities, like now being boring, would you hang out with me? No, you want to hang out with the old blitz.
Exactly. Like hang out with someone cool, not hang out with someone that has some like a monotone voice, or like only talks about like knowledge and whatnot. So you can't hang out with someone like that.
Yeah, if a person who's like a best friend, or even like a good friend who've like changed themselves so much, it's like you don't even know that person anymore.
Yeah. But overall, this episode was somewhat like good, except the part where Patrick was ignoring SpongeBob. But it was really interesting to see him like.
I did like that. I was gonna say I did like that episode also.
Oh yeah. But you Christian?
Yeah, it was pretty decent in my opinion. Yeah, it's pretty interesting episode. Seeing Patrick smart for once, because some people are tired of seeing him dumb, but some people can't see him like this because it's not the same Patrick.
We have
seeing him like that smart. It's like, I want to say, I was gonna say reprehensible, but I don't know. I was like trying to find a word for it, to describe.
But guys, we have technology smashing the computer.
Oh, that's a episode we should talk about too. What was that? Oh yeah, wet painters. Yeah, I'll write that down, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So thank you for suggesting that one, Blitz.
No problem.
Okay, so here's one you suggested, and I know that episode, so I'll explain it. It's called Treats. So this one, yeah,
and then,
basically.
And then suddenly the dogs pop up. It's like treats.
So this one, SpongeBob is working at Krusty Krab. He sees a commercial about a new snail product called Snail Bites. A man and woman just repeatedly say snail bites, and snails eating them just repeatedly, and they tell everyone that your pets or snails will love these. And SpongeBob actually gets one, and there's a montage of they're doing great tricks and eating snail bites. They're really good to him. Apparently, the box is out. Apparently, it's so addictive. Gary kept begging him, meowing nonstop. It's annoying the frick out of SpongeBob. He kept telling that
he's not giving. They can't get enough of it. Said everyone on crack.
Yeah, I had enough of them stop saying and stuff. So he wanted to go to a pet store, but it's closed. So he spends the night there. Gary's still meowing. He goes to the manager and asks for the snail bite, but apparently they're out too, and Gary's enraged. So SpongeBob goes to work. So while he's working, Gary came by and Gary came by and started meowing, and SpongeBob was like, "What are you doing here, causing this scene?" And then he tells them that there ain't no more snail bites. Then customer suggested that he should go to a factory where they make them, and then the guy said that the factory is closed and they run out of ingredients, and that because of that, every snail bites industry is out of snail bites. So SpongeBob goes around the world, see if there's a pet shop with a snail bites, but there isn't. He tells Gary he gives up, but Gary's still meowing, begging for more treats. Then Patrick came along and told him that Gary is annoying with the meowing, and he's telling SpongeBob that he should know how to say no. And SpongeBob said he's too kind-hearted, he just wants to say no to Gary. So Patrick pretend to be Gary, wants him to say no, and SpongeBob says no to him, but Patrick gets upset for some reason. But then SpongeBob actually struggles to say no, but Gary shows him a couple pictures. And then SpongeBob finally says no to him, and Gary's like, okay, and he goes to sleep. And then Patrick apparently has the last bag of snail bites, and he runs out too, and he gets upset, and he starts meowing as well. Meow, 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 meow. So yeah, that is basically a SpongeBob version of addiction, since Gary's addicted to pills.
I mean, there has been another episode about addiction. What's Squidward, remember?
Explain.
Krabby Patties.
Right.
Yeah. When he first tried it, people seem to can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
That's another good suggestion.
Wait. Sorry. Wait. Have you guys seen that short video where there was a woman at a drive-thru and she's like, "Yeah, hi, can I get one Krabby Patty?"
What?
There was a short video where a woman said, "Hi, can I get a Krabby Patty?" and her daughter was laughing.
Did she do that on purpose?
No.
She really thought this is SpongeBob's universe. Hi, can I get a Krabby Patty? No, Karen. You asked this a million times. We got no goddamn Krabby Patties. We got Big Mac, quarter pounders, and normal burgers.
I want to speak to your manager about giving me some Krabby.
Oh yeah, you want to talk to the manager? Well, you speak to my ass first before speaking to anybody else. Good night.
Okay, so the next one is missing identity.
I've lost something once.
I lost something that I couldn't live without.
Yes.
What's that?
My identity.
What do you mean?
The born identity.
So yes, and this one is a stormy night, or just a rainy night at a diner, and sorry, a guy wants to ask for a pen because he lost one because he's doing crossword. So a nice waitress lets to borrow hers, and SpongeBob explains that he lost his identity. The guy thanks the waitress for the pen. She says no problem, hun. And then SpongeBob explains how he lost his identity. So it starts out him waking up in the morning. Apparently, it got stuck in his foghorn while getting taken out of the covers. He falls down the stairs. He says hi to Gary. He sings some random arse tune, and then he stupidly started trying snail food called snail po. It takes a 1 ton to it, and it's like, bleh. Apparently the CEO of the guy is sensitive, and the girl's like, what's wrong? And he's like, I don't know, I feel a disturbance. And then SpongeBob notices he's about to be late because of what happened. And then he first can't get his pants on right, and then he finally gets them on. Then it shows him saying hi to Patrick, and he just walking down the road, la-la-line, and then goes back to the diner, and everyone's asking questions like, waitress asks, when did you lose your identity? And the customer asks, and who's Patrick? And the chef pops out and says, and why did you eat snail po? And then SpongeBob says, one at a time, and he said he'll skip forward to the Krusty Krab. So he shouts order up, and it's a Krabby Patty to a woman customer. She's actually upset, and SpongeBob's like, what's wrong, and she said she can't thank someone if she doesn't know their name or doesn't have a name tag. And he points to her that is right there on his left shirt, but he noticed that he's gone. He started have a heart attack, and then Squidward tries to comfort him, say, a new one. As SpongeBob said, he doesn't want to. He thinks someone might have it. Starts to figure out again. The Squidward's like, do you think it's in the end of the world? And then Mr. Krabs pops out that in an hour there's going to be an inspection. And if no one passes it, gets the boot, but not like kicked out boot, but like literal boots. And they're sticky and they have to work all day if they don't pass. So SpongeBob freaks out one more time. Then Squidward suggests to retrace steps to find the identity. And then SpongeBob leaves and asks Squidward to cover his shift. So he goes about to go to his house. Patrick says hi to him, and then SpongeBob asks him to do it again. And Patrick says, "Well, excuse me, it's not like an everyday routine. It's special." And then he explains that he lost his identity, and Patrick freaks out too. So they talk each other about the plan. Then
I gotta go.
Hmm?
I'm going to a barbecue.
Yeah.
Hope you have fun, dude.
All right.
I gotta go. See you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Saturday or I don't know. All right. See you later.
Later.
Have a good time. Have a good barbecue.
I'm just gonna put this in the...
I also forgot that I was leaving for barbecue until you just mentioned that.
Wait,
but
Christian,
anyways.
anybody in the backstage?
No.
I'm just
I
gonna
would
put
know
something in the
because
private.
in the guest thing on my thing it shows and shows me where the basket if anyone's in backstage, you know. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so SpongeBob starts to do what he did this morning. He's walking past Patrick, but Patrick didn't say anything. He asked Patrick, "Why didn't you say hi?" And then SpongeBob does it again, and then Patrick didn't say hi to him again. And then asked him to do it again. This time he accidentally called him Patrick. Then SpongeBob does it again. So Patrick actually called him SpongeBob, and then again he laughs and he can't even say anything. And SpongeBob gets frustrated and upset that he won't find it in time for expansion. Then Patrick then asks him what else did he do besides saying hi to Patrick. And then SpongeBob explains he walked down the road, saying hi to old man Jenkins, rubbing about to Mr. Krabs to put on his desk for some reason, like a school thing. And then he gets tossed by two guys in a trash bin. And then Patrick gets to look in the dumpster. That's where it might be, like inside the apple. And then they start looking for it. Until Patrick noticed that the name tag was actually on the back of SpongeBob's shirt. SpongeBob is like, do you know where it is? But Patrick kept forgetting. And Patrick does tell SpongeBob that it's on backwards. Then he doesn't notice that his shirt's on backwards because earlier when SpongeBob was like twirling his shirt around and went on backwards. So it's apparently up straight, and then he goes to expansion. And Mr. Krabs expects each one. Squidward has a tiny bit of hairs on his nose, but SpongeBob didn't pass because he stunk for the garbage. And then he got kicked out by Krusty Krab, and he then back to normal to the diner. That's how the story went. He then I think thanks the waitress name's Betty, but she explains that her name is the Betty. She's just borrowing her this one's waitress outfit while hers is at the cleaners.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you
that's
know
just weird.
Thinking face SpongeBob did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
that's the same one he did
like,
at the garbage.
Yeah, they should have been like a meme, like
Yeah.
there were no templates.
Why has that have been a meme? There's been a gajillion SpongeBob memes, but that one hasn't been a meme.
At this moment, SpongeBob knew the bottom feeder himself fucked up because he didn't look behind. It kind of reminds me of this episode of Sam and Cat. The same situation.
We mean
with Goomer, because he was trying to find his shirt called Timmy T, but the whole time he's been wearing his shirt backwards.
Oh my goodness
Yeah, he was
gracious!
wearing a jacket.
Yeah, it was like,
Well,
wait,
every time we see him, he always wears that jacket.
yeah,
Yeah.
that, that's just like, wait,
So
turn
was
around. You've been wearing your shirt the whole time backwards. Timothy, and then of course
Oh,
you see
it's backwards. Yeah,
So I bet
he's
they got
basically
inspiration from that then.
yeah,
Gilmer, you found me.
yeah.
Okay, next one called Born Again Crabs.
Eugene Krabs, Davy Jones
Eugene.
blocker.
So in this one, typical credits to Crab Day. SpongeBob finds a rotten Krabby Patty under the stove. Red Crab suggested they shouldn't throw it away and give it to a customer. But they got sick. Apparently, one crab has a cage. Apparently, it's alive. Red Crab tames it. Ends up eating it, but ends up getting sick, so he's getting sent to the hospital. Apparently, he has no insurance and stuff. The Flying Dutchman pops by, is about to take him away, but Mr. Krabs tricks him, and then the Flying Dutchman I told him that because you're too cheap and greedy, they come to me and stuff to Dave Jones' locker, and then he wants a second chance. So apparently, Dutchman rearranged everything. Mr. Krabs is no longer cheap. He's actually nice. Like when someone watch TV, free refills, toys, even letting Squidward sleep. There's nothing in the cash register. Mr. Krabs thinks it's a dream. Uh, Squidward actually told him that it's not a dream. He actually got it out of the hospital and showed him the bill. After finding out that it was not a dream, Mr. Krabs freaked out and started taking everything away from them. And a guy tried to grab a penny, but Mr. Krabs was about to rip his arm off. He didn't let go of the penny. The Dutchman reappeared and told him he's being too cheap again. SpongeBob was stopping him, and then he told him he'd probably trade you for a couple change. So Mr. Krabs did. He took the change. Squidward told him, "What did you do that for?" And Mr. Krabs realized what he'd done. And then a couple seconds later, Dutchman brought him back, and he's like, "Take him. I can't take another word from him because, well, Dutchman captured him. SpongeBob just started ranting for some reason, and then Flying Dutchman left. And so at the end of the episode, he gets a phone call, and then SpongeBob finished his talking.
Yeah. That was an episode was like wow for Mr. Krabs because he had to choose a decision either or, but made the wrong one. But
of course, he had to do it for money. And even tried about to rip a guy's arm off for one single penny. And I used to like collect pennies. I don't really care anymore. I just stopped doing it and stuff. So I just have a few in my wallet. But just for that, I mean, come on, dude.
a penny a day keeps the crabs away. That should be in Oh no, wait, still here.
All right, next one, The Thing.
The Thing. Yeah, I remember this one.
You want to explain it?
Yeah. So this is an episode where, of course, we get introduced to a new character named Kelpie G, who's voiced by Roger Bumpus, and he's really good at the clarinet, better than Squidward.
Yeah.
But somehow, like, something happened to Squidward, like, he got messed up with cement and all that, and, like, SpongeBob and Patrick found him, and they started calling him Smelly.
Yeah.
I love that episode. Oh, I'm gonna keep it short. Like at the end of the episode, we find like it was really interesting to find like somewhat of Smelly's like own species. That was surprising. Remember that?
Yeah, like apparently while Squidward was going through cement and I forget how he got stinky, that's why they call him Smelly. And stuff. So everyone thought he was a creature in front of a zoo, and that's where the creatures were. They're actually furry and stuff, and then out comes Kelpie G, which is a squid with a clarinet, and then they all join including Stewart, but the man finally cracks and reveals himself. So yeah.
Yeah. That episode was really, really good and interesting. But with Squidward, like with these kind of episodes of Squidward, it always turns out bad, but at least at the end, like he gets what he deserves. Like At least he got broken off from like the cement and all that.
Yeah. The next one, Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing Harry Potter today.
So, and this one, SpongeBob saw a commercial of a magic kit. He is astounded. He wants to become a magician for himself. He tries to show his magic trick to Squidward, but he left. So he tried to pretend to transform Squidward to something, but along the road, child's crying, saying don't want this kind of ice cream. It was like pistachio, and the dad's like, then why did you ask for it? Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't want the ice cream flavor, pistachio, whatever, why did you ask for it?
But I didn't want it. It fell off
Who
his
would
hand.
use for it? I mean, kids today, man, they're just,
And then of
right.
course SpongeBob and Patrick thing, like that squared the whole time because of the match kit of all that. It was like, we gotta keep Scooter alive.
Yeah, because the way the ice cream was, it did look like Squidward to SpongeBob. I can see why. So they think they killed Squidward, so they have to keep him frozen stuff, but he melted. So SpongeBob has an idea to go to the guy who's magic thing. So we're introduced to
Mr. Magic.
Yeah, a magic,
Yeah,
Wizard of
like-
Oz type of deal. So
that's what I was gonna say.
the big floaty guy was actually a man behind monitor, just like Harry. Jesus Christ! Now you got me doing it.
Like Dr.
Wizard of
You're
Oz.
a Harry Wizard, Christian. A Harry Wizard, I must say.
Hush. So yeah, the guy explains that he doesn't do magic and stuff. So SpongeBob gets upset. He's crying that Squidward is not around, but Squidward just pops out. SpongeBob thinks he saved him, so Patrick says, "Do you think he turned me into anything?" So SpongeBob apparently did, and there you go.
Yeah, he actually turned Patrick into something.
Yeah, I forgot what it was, but
I think it was a
But-
sandwich.
I think so. But it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah, it was interesting. So that's all we've got to say. All right, next one, Bummer Vacation.
Wait, is this the one I think it is? Like,
It's the one where Mr. Krabs tells SpongeBob to have a nice summer and stuff, and not work at a Krusty Krab.
wait, is this the one where they think we're on the road though?
No,
this
that's
other-
the one where, and that's a different one. This one, says summer. Mr. Krabs wants SpongeBob to take a break and have a vacation, but SpongeBob doesn't want to because he's upset working at a Krusty Krab. So SpongeBob is
This
Yeah.
episode. Is this the one where Patrick's working at the Krusty Krab?
well momentarily. I'll explain why. So like, while SpongeBob is having a different chance to go back to Krusty Krab, while doing that, Mr. Krabs hires Patrick to replace SpongeBob for a bit, and then without Mr. Krabs knowing it, SpongeBob catches Patrick, and he dresses up as Patrick while Patrick's watching TV. And SpongeBob is crying. He doesn't want to leave the Krusty Krab. He loves Krusty Krab so much and stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Because I don't remember what else happened. So, yeah, SpongeBob is way obsessed with his work. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't enjoy doing their work because it's hard on them. But for SpongeBob, it's just less of too much.
Let me see my list. Go to work, 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 go to work.
And Sunday is like saying hi to everyone and keep on them. Wow.
Yeah.
And also go jellyfishing.
Yeah. What do we call it? About Bummer Vacation. So you know how like SpongeBob had a replica of like another Krusty Krab? As a kid, I actually wanted like a playset of like
Oh
the Krusty
yeah,
Krab.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
There's actually
I think I had like a Lego. I had a SpongeBob Lego set of the neighborhood.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I do remember that. And then while he's doing that, it's replaying the scene of what happened, and then that figure of SpongeBob started doing. Okay, that doesn't make sense. SpongeBob playing with the toys, and then the toy plays with another set of toys. What sense does that make?
SpongeBob, me boy, me Bob.
Oh boy. Okay.
Bob.
Next one, wig stuck.
Oh yeah, I was trying to find this episode.
I remember this one
Yeah.
too.
I was trying to find this episode, but thank you. So yeah, this is an episode
I have
where
the DVDs of SpongeBob, and this and Bummer Vacation was one of the episodes that I
yeah, because they were together as one episode. So with this episode, yeah, basically it started with this. I believe was it a band that started sold out.
Yes.
There's one person that had a wig but flew off, and then SpongeBob finds it. He starts wearing it, but people start insulting him and all that. And SpongeBob thinks it's like compliments. But with the wig and all that, what did you thought of that episode personally?
Well, I mean, that a wig was too big, and I understand what the customers and everyone else was going for, because one, SpongeBob was being full of himself, and two, and getting hair everywhere. That's got to be a hassle.
And no offense, what I'm about to say, it looks like he's wearing British hair from
yeah,
centuries
it does.
ago.
I think that's what the expression was, because no one wears hair like that anymore.
Yeah.
But because he doesn't have his hair, Ned, the leader of the band, gets lost his gig, and then SpongeBob lets go of the wig, and he gets his hair back, and then since it's a situation, everyone's now wearing it.
Huh.
So.
Oh wait, now I remember the next episode you just put. That's no lady. Huh.
Yeah.
See.
So yeah. Now this one, Patrick just minding his own business until this random dude tell him to get out of town, yelling at him.
You get out of town. And he didn't explain like the whole thing because Patrick just ran off.
That was very unclear at first until.
I mean, can you blame Patrick? I mean, if I get a reaction from that dude, if he's yelling like that, I could run away from that dude. But
no, but for me, I don't know. I was gonna say for me, I'll be like, excuse me.
I'll be like, hey, if you want me out of town, you're coming with me, but you have to explain more details because we're going on a vacation.
Yeah, but so apparently
vacation. So this guy was just basically a salesman.
Yeah, thank you. The heck?
But one of the first rules is read the flyer to make sure it's real.
Can I join? Well, guys,
I don't know who these dude is. The profile says Thomas. But when I type in Tony Loy, something like that, but I don't know if I should let him in. So, but anyways, Bobby said, he is a salesman for selling vacations and whatnot. And then Patrick tells SpongeBob about it. SpongeBob has an idea to discuss him, Patrick, to be a lady called Patricia. Was it
Patricia? But that is the real name, by the way.
Yeah.
Clever. But anyways, so I guess it's job at the Krusty Krab. Chris Krabs and Squidward are in love with Patricia, and started
that made me laugh.
Yeah. But did you mention the part where Larry complimented Patrick as Patricia?
How?
Saying that hey SpongeBob, is that your girlfriend? Do you remember that part?
No, it's been a while since I've seen.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
SpongeBob, is that your girlfriend?
Oh man, but yeah, as Chrissy was explaining, Mr. Krabs and Squidward developed a crush on Patricia, aka Patrick, and she started working at the Krusty Krab and all that. Ooh, stamps up the day.
Yep, both Krabs and Squidward are being simps. Want to try to impress Patricia and stuff. Each other is trying to impress Patricia, and then the salesman came by, and then. He tells her to get out of town again, but he then finally explains that he's trying to give her the vacation, and then Patrick finally rips off his clothes. Krabs and Squidward are horrified.
He was a boy the whole time. I was laughing because
actually, SpongeBob said Patrick, and then they were all both like, Patrick!
Yeah. And remember how their eyes were?
Yeah, and also Squidward said, I think I need to go take a shower.
Wait a minute, Squidward. What have you been doing the whole time?
Squidward, what have you been doing?
Wait a minute, Squidward. That's kind of sus. And the fact that you were doing that to Patrick the whole time. Wait a minute. Is Squidward? No, it couldn't be. That's SpongeBob.
Is Squidward? Just kidding. No.
Find out the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, everybody.
Find out next time on SpongeBob Z. On SpongeBall. SpongeBall.
I remember there was an animation years ago for like they did like an anime version of SpongeBob, but I got taken down by YouTube for some reason. I don't know.
Wait, is it like one of those fan-made anime openings?
No. Like it was legit like anime animation. Like I would describe it as both Dragon Ball Z and what was it? Yeah, this Dragon Ball Z like style, but it didn't say Dragon Ball Z in the title. But it showed SpongeBob and Squidward having a fight.
Really?
Yeah.
So anyways, this one's called Once Bitten. So in this one, Gary is leaving slime trails all over Squidward's house. Squidward slips on one of them. He gets upset. SpongeBob not taking care of his snail, so he builds wooden pillars all over his house. There also barbed wires and whatnot. It's scary, so like climbing on them. But for some reason, he starts buying Squidward. And then Patrick tells him that he thinks he's getting snail disease, mad snail disease, as he put it out, after getting bitten. So he freaks out, and so does everyone else. Gary started biting everyone. So everyone's having a complete freak out. Towards the end, everyone is afraid of Gary. SpongeBob is trying to defend him. He gets it bitten himself. And then a doctor came by and asked everyone, this is what it's about because of this, quote, mad snail disease. And he told everyone that he's an expert on snail diseases and stuff, that it's a myth, it's all a baloney. And he told everyone that it's a fake and stuff. And SpongeBob asked why was he biting everyone. Apparently, Gary had a splinter in his foot. Apparently, he called it in his foot. He has no foot.
Oh, it's like one of those situations with SpongeBob. Like, remember when SpongeBob got one, and I remember this one time Squidward got one, but sheesh, both Gary though the whole time was just a splinter.
Yeah, I don't remember Squidward getting a splinter.
Oof, good thing though. But with SpongeBob Splinter though, like remember that like his whole thumb turned into like this. How would I explain this? Like a full of shit, like gooey stuff coming out.
Well, mainly because Patrick put first like he hit it with a hammer and then put garbage all over it and made it way worse.
Yeah. Ugh.
One of the most painful SpongeBob episodes ever.
Yeah. Next one is
Wet Painters.
Hell yeah.
So in this one, SpongeBob and Patrick are trying to hurt themselves. Apparently, it was Squidward's idea after Mr. Krabs asked him what they were doing. Then he told them that they have a job to paint inside of his house. They are excited, but Mr. Krabs sternly and menacingly told them not to get paint. It's very expensive stuff. If they do, because they are permanent, they'll put their arses on the wall in front above a fireplace. So he goes off, and then they're trying to figure out what to do. They try to open the cans and stuff. Almost got paint on the floor with the small papers and stuff. SpongeBob for about 3 hours was struggling to start painting with a small paintbrush, but the paint started dripping everywhere. So SpongeBob started blowing it in different directions. So he used a blow dryer and started making a giant paint bubble. And so that Patrick made it bigger with an air pump, but exploded everywhere. Apparently, the paint somehow got everything in place without leaving a single drop, until there was a single drop of paint on Mr. Krabs' first dollar. So he tried to get it off, but ended up spreading the paint over the dollar. So SpongeBob Patrick find a way. What?
Wait, Christian, just want to say, how surprisingly SpongeBob was able to see that tiny drop. It was just so tiny. flapping flapjacks.
Physics, man.
Do you know what that is? It's $1. I win.
Yeah.
That's what
and of course, remember when Patrick had a spare $1, but he spent it on the vending machine that Mr. Krabs has in his house? Like, I mean,
yeah, exactly. Like, why does he have a vending machine in his house if he is like obsessed with money? Like, either he has the ability to,
I don't know. I think it's like he just just spends some money and then takes it out. Then by the end of the day, he just goes to he unlocks the machine to take out all the money from there and it gives it back to himself.
Wait a minute. Now that you explain that, why didn't you just break down the vending machine and got dollars from there?
Well, I don't know if they knew they had money anyway. What if Mr. Krabs took the money out of it previously?
I mean, then again, remember Mr. Krabs did a similar thing in the episode. Remember with the claw machine?
Yeah. Because Squidward was putting coins in constantly and stuff. But anyway, so after Patrick stupidly does that, getting a candy bar.
Also, guys, don't worry. We have technology.
It didn't work.
We'll try again next time.
Yeah, Patrick is a Neanderthal.
Yeah. Anyways, Mr. Krabs arrives home. Sergeant has an idea, so the lights are off, and then nothing's happening. Mr. Krabs is saying nice things like doesn't knickknacks and whatnot. And he said they must have Dollarama. For some reason, it has a bunch of dolls stacked up. And then he runs into a stack full of pictures because SpongeBob put them there. And then SpongeBob himself was in front of the painting or money thing. Mr. Krabs said that paint is all over it, and he said, "You know what I'm about to do?" So he licks it apparently, and the paint comes off with saliva. And SpongeBob explains, "Oh, I get it. You only said that so he won't get paint on anything." And he said, "No, I just teasing with you." And then they get upset. They laugh. Mr. Krabs is laughing. While he was laughing, spit comes out and the paint drips away. And he's like, "Oh man, I got what to say and not spray it."
Yeah. Now he has to cut off his own butt.
You know what they should do? They should recreate that meme with Miss Krabs and their butts, but with Leonardo DiCaprio.
What? Why? What?
Remember the wine meme with Leonardo? You don't know that meme? Okay. But overall, that episode was, a childhood classic. I really thought. Some way it was a clever episode because how Patrick and SpongeBob was trying to hide it from Mr. Krabs. And remember when they were turning down the paintings, you could see the part from the theme
song. All right, next one. Just one bite.
Just one bite, man. It won't hurt.
I'll let you explain this one this time, please.
Man, just one bite. When I first saw this episode, it was really, really good. But, what do you call it? So basically, SpongeBob was trying to convince Squidward to just try one bite of a Krabby Patty because Squidward's never tried a Krabby Patty, even though he's been working in the Krusty Krab for many years. That's crazy. I'm not saying you worked at McDonald's, but you don't eat McDonald's at all.
Exactly. Having tried a fry and chicken nuggets, and they're good.
Yeah. And of course, Squidward tried one bite when nobody was looking, and he was just amazed. It's wow.
Yeah, it's like he literally tasted heaven.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Yeah, because of that, the Krusty Krab itself, it made me wanted to try burgers in the first place.
Oh yeah, and Christian, we already did picture day.
Oh, I forgot. But
it's
anyway,
continue. Yeah, now Squidward has this obsession and basically an addict. Just want to eat Krabby Patties every time now. But he's trying to hide it from SpongeBob and all that. And then, of course, we find himself trying to open the safe and full of Krabby Patties, but he gets caught by SpongeBob.
I hope it's a refrigerated safe, because that would be good.
Yeah, this Squidward is going on a rampage, eating all the Krabby Patties. But now,
wait. Before he did that, SpongeBob did that face, and it was
I
like
did
one of the
remember
most
that.
iconic faces.
Yes,
Krabby
because he
Patty.
knows what's going on, and Sugar's like, "You better explain to yourself. Well, why are you making that face?" It's like him kind of pissed and like leaning forward.
Like Krabby Patty. Don't you, Squidward.
Yes,
Now
I
I know
do love Krabby
SpongeBob.
Patty.
Yeah, he ate so much, and then his like lower body just
Yeah, it was
began to
like,
expand, and then he
and then
blew up.
exploded, and then he rushed to the hospital.
I remember my first Krabby Patty.
Don't we all? With
And
this,
I
like,
can't believe that Squidward's alive, even like a single head, and the guy is like holding his body
The rest
part.
of his body.
hey,
Yeah, but you know, cartoon logic. What are you gonna
yeah, I
do?
was gonna say, this is SpongeBob. They never let any characters die, just like that.
Yeah, just like in Loud House, apparently there's paranormal activity. Like for example, the Cast of Guardians episode I saw Friday night. Apparently, you know those inflatables that wave in the wind.
Yeah.
Apparently he's like sentient, like making faces and moving and whatnot, and just can't explain it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one. Wishing you well.
Yeah, I do remember this one.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, it's the one where Mr. Krabs opens like a wishing well, and like he's just hoping to attract like a lot of customers. But it was SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward that fell down into it.
Yeah. And so yeah, they're trapped there, but they finally managed to get out. The next day, Mr. Krabs still doesn't believe it. Each of the people got their wishes like pointing, going bigger.
Christian, I want to explain a little bit more about it because the reason why people's wishes came true is because SpongeBob and Patrick were like digging down the well like very deep, and then they said until they struck something, it was actually the magic beneath the well.
Yeah.
And Squidward just like Squidward, he just like taunting them, then fell in, and then the one of the funny jokes was like, "You're making me claustrophobic." What does it mean? It means he's afraid of Santa Claus.
Yeah, it does sound like someone is afraid of Santa Claus. Claustrophobic.
There was a dirty version of that. He was like, "What does that mean?" And I'm just gonna put it in the private chat.
Yeah, wait. If it's like something that I saw in a video, then
it was part of SpongeBob's run volume, and this is what they said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And for bad words, like this.
Yeah, that was it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's where like everything happened. Like this is like back in 2018, 2017 thing.
Okay, so yeah, that was a pretty interesting episode, even though I haven't seen it in forever.
Also, at the end of the episode, Mr. Krabs foolishly wished himself to be eaten, and then he said, "I do believe in magic."
Yeah.
Then on
that's what he gets.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can
touch the sky.
All right, next one, Karate Island.
Oh, I loved that one.
Oh yeah, right. So Sandy gets invited to this island, basically about karate, but she realizes it's all just a big like scam and all that.
Yeah, SpongeBob. They believed they tricked SpongeBob into thinking he's like the king of that place. But seriously, it was all like a scam to like sell condos. Like, what the hell?
And yeah, the bosses did the fight because, like, I remember this one, like the French guy was fighting Sandy, and of course there was that big fish guy and like the fish lady with the big ass lips.
Yeah, and then Sandy fights off the dude. Apparently, he's like a match against her. But Sandy wins the upper hand stuff, and then they leave. And then apparently Squidward got the same thing, but this time it was a clarinet island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like seriously, what the hell?
I don't know. This guy's a douche. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting episode. Especially like Sandy dressing up at like Kill Bill, even though I'm not a fan of Kill Bill.
Wait, oh yeah, that was Kill Bill. Oh my god, I only saw that. I only saw that episode before I knew what it was.
Yeah,
and also they in that episode at the end they said they pay respects to somebody.
They did.
Know. I don't. Yeah, it showed in like the end of the episode.
Hang on, let me see the episode because Fandom might talk about it.
Oh yeah, and the celebrity that voiced the master, Mr. Udon, I believe was it, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but he was played by one of the masters from one of the karate kid movies.
Huh?
Wait, did he? I was gonna ask, did he play the sensei in the Karate Kid?
Yeah, the sensei.
Okay.
Mr. Miyagi. Yeah, that was his name.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the character name.
Mm-hmm. But sadly, the actor passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, that was it. I think he was the one who voiced that one. That's why they attributed to him.
Yeah. And he sadly passed away in 2005, and the episode came out, what was it? Yeah, 2006, so like they recorded his lines beforehand.
Yeah, that's what it said on Fandom. It was copyrighted in 2006. So it said Udon, Pat Marcher played almost all of his Udon dialogue before his death, so...
Never forget the techniques, grasshoppers. Wax on, wax off.
But that's such an iconic movie quote.
Yeah.
Next one, Goo Goo Gas.
Yeah. You have come to the master for advice. Is this what you're saying, grasshopper? Oh wait, by the way, do you guys remember The Office?
I never seen it, but I am familiar with it, sort of.
Yeah.
Wait, I bought a shirt with all the references of it.
Huh.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's one of them. That's what she said. Did I stutter?
Hey, Dwight.
Bears. Beats. Battlestar Galactica.
Hey, Dwight. You want M&M?
Sure.
That one's a classic. I got introduced to that when Rob Paulson and Leslie Brown were doing that as President Krabs and
Mr. Krabs and
Carl.
Yeah.
You know, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, so I thank you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we'll Google this.
Google Gas, usual planting scheme. But it gets ordered by Mr. Krabs. But he has an idea. Since baby can be easily tricked, like stealing cane from a baby, as the quote says, by still turning Mr. Krabs into a baby, he'll just easily steal the formula. So he just does that, but actually it turns a couple people to babies. He gets thwarted. So his new gas turns everyone to old people, and then he starts to fix it again. This time turns everyone to babies, but error happened. SpongeBob messed it up, and at the end and stuff, he turns himself into a baby or a tiny speck,
like an amoeba or something.
Yeah, because he's already tiny.
What's wrong?
Yeah, they actually did show in an episode of Plankton as a baby.
Yeah, it was the episode where he.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that and an episode where he wanted to be a rocker and it showed him as a kid and stuff. So
yeah, I remember that one as well.
And do you remember the meme where it showed baby Patrick, but he's the one that didn't cry?
Yeah. I mean, what do you expect? And this is what the theory comes from. The theory is that Patrick, his parents, but think about it, he had parents, but he was never raised right. So I'm just thinking maybe he had some neglectful, parents back in the day.
Yeah, mostly his parents are stupid.
Yeah. Well, especially with Patrick.
That just simplifies that.
His own parents, though.
All right, next one, roller cowards.
Yeah, that's the one where they ride that new roller coaster at Glove World.
Yes,
but they keep having second thoughts about it. Remember?
Yeah. Do you guys remember what it's called?
No.
The Fist of Pain.
Right. Thank you.
I'd write it.
No, I wouldn't.
That's
And
okay.
oh yeah, like Bobby said, it is a new roller coaster ride at Glove World, and Patrick and Spatula wants to get on it, but they heard how dangerous it is, and people like lost their spines.
It's so dangerous. Your spines will literally come out.
Yeah, so before they got on a ride, they went on a kiddie roller coaster ride. It's just a simple track with just one hill, and every time they go over that hill, they start screaming.
Yeah, because there was like a I don't know, probably some pre-jitters or something.
Yeah. But yeah, so I kept hesitating. They finally get on the ride because the park was almost closing, and then they finally tell each other that about it after the ride malfunctioned, but it got fixed. They finally got it right. They actually enjoyed it. And then the guy gave them the spines, and then they their facts all forward, and they ride again. So.
And yeah, I know which episode this person's talking about. Like, the magic. Yeah, that's called Club SpongeBob.
Oh yeah. Yes. Club SpongeBob, where Squidward is about to go to Krusty Krab, but a tall vine thing with a tiny house. SpongeBob and Patrick are in it. I call it their club. Squidward's like, "What are you doing in there? You should come out," but they said they can't. And they say Squidward wouldn't fit in. Squidward misunderstood. He thought he couldn't fit in the club, but it's in a little sense, like cannot literally fit in because it's too small. They were stuck in for like about 3 days. So Squidward's trying to get out of the vine clubhouse thing, but it snapped and launches up in the tall tree forest, and they're lost. And
that's like
it's
called the kelp tree forest.
Yeah.
And while they were flying, the married couple were like, "Make a wish, honey."
Yeah.
Yeah. And like where they got flinged off, think about it, it's kind of like Angry Birds, where like the birds get flinged.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So SpongeBob and Patrick decided to do nothing because they have a magic hunch, which is a toy, with a part of the club. All hail the magic hunch. So yeah.
What do we need to do? Nothing.
Can I get some food now?
No.
Get roasted.
Get roasted.
I mean,
kind of like a Siri voice before that.
Yeah. So apparently, food came because a guy playing had a picnic, supplies and stuff. But they could have just let Squidward have food instead of listening to a stupid toy.
It's like the master.
Yeah. Like he was hungry. SpongeBob's friends with Squidward, for goodness sake. He should know better.
But wait.
But again, listening to a stupid conch. But finally, a ranger came by. Apparently, he's part of the club too. He has his own. So he asked, "What are you gonna do?" Nothing. So they all sit, including Squidward, sit doing nothing.
All hail Con.
I just love the sound effect they made.
Come on, Christian, join us.
No. Besides,
come on.
My throat was kind of dry, so I had to take a sip. Anyways, it was okay episode, except for the part where they didn't offer Squidward any food because of the stupid toy.
Magic Crunch. Can Squidward have some food now? No. Get roasted, Squidward.
Next one, Cephalopod Lodge.
That's the conch had a conscience.
Aha! Oh, that's actually clever. Okay, so have you heard of or seen this episode?
Well, can you explain it? If I get it.
Okay, so in this one, apparently Squidward has a secret club that no one knows about.
Oh, this one. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, so Patrick and SpongeBob followed Squidward into this secret place. It's sort of like a cult, but not really. So the leader of the
it was like their version of the Illuminati. Jesus, they even had the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, so they about to do a new member. They all cheer, and then SpongeBob and Patrick apparently got himself in and cheering. Apparently, they explained that Squidward was with them. So Squidward got himself kicked out, and then excuse me. Squidward got kicked out. SpongeBob and Patrick said that the leader should let him back in, but he said no. And then Squidward said no to not joining. Oh, whoops. Okay, he said he'll be back. But anyways, yeah. So Squidward said no to SpongeBob Patrick not want to join their club. So they tricked him, thinking that the lodge was going to do have him back, but apparently it's some kind of chicken costume. So yeah. Also, and Squidward finally joined SpongeBob Patrick's club. Apparently they have a routine to stick the tongue on jellyfish tentacles and stuff. So, and then also I want to do a plan to get back to the lodge, but I pretend to be a giant eel with a giant sock. Their chairs and everyone. And Squidward like pretending to punch the giant eel. Squidward was about to be back in the club, but SpongeBob and Patrick reveal themselves, and Squidward gets kicked out again, and then he gets his tongue electrocuted by jellyfish again. It was okay episode, except for the part where Squidward got kicked out by Patrick. So yeah. Next one, shuffle boarding. So in this one, Angela and Patrick go to see their favorite superheroes, Mermaid Man and Bargo Boy, who just sitting on the couch watching TV, but they start bothering them playing with their boomerang. They got launched into the murmur layer, and then Angela and Patrick land on top of them, breaking their bones or some of the bones, and then they go to the hospital, and then Mermaid Man and Barnaby Boy get a call from the police commissioner saying that there's a Shuffle Boy contest, and they want a celebrity guest, meaning the superheroes, to come by. So, Sergeant and Patrick decide to fill them for them, so they have costumes of Mermaid and Barnaby Boy. So after they won the Shuffle Boy contest, Patrick started arresting boys playing water balloons or whatnot, or I mean not wearing the rider thing, and then SpongeBob I saw a guy in crab patty barely, and then he threw it away because he was full. That said SpongeBob, and he arrested him, and then a montage showing SpongeBob Patrick arresting random people. The jailhouse is almost full; it's about to burst, and then SpongeBob Patrick were about to return to suits until they saw Man Ray going to a laundromat. They think that he's going to do something evil, but he's not. He's just going to do some laundry, and he runs into an old friend of his from high school named Mabel. So SpongeBob and Patrick short a Man Ray. They fight each other, but then SpongeBob uses Man Ray's head to shrink him, does this directly only. They finally return to suits. Man Ray and Barnaby in wheelchairs. The jailhouse blows up, and everyone from the jail, including Man Ray, go after Man Ray and Barnaby and Mermaid Man because of what SpongeBob Patrick did. So yeah, I don't think they deserve that.
I believe I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Also, it's funny how they like keep fanboying over their favorite heroes, even though they see them all sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know.
They should always be on the lookout. Oh, there's no telling when evil will strike. Wait, evil!
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the chat, but I blocked it. So random people would spamming comments, but I blocked them. So people are so cruel. But
wait, what
anyway,
were they asking?
they weren't asking anything, just spamming random spamming one comment. Even when I said no spamming comments, but they didn't listen. Anyways, next one, Plankton's regular. So on this one, Plankton is whining that he doesn't have any customers until this random dude comes by and wants to eat some chum. So Plankton gives him a chum on a stick. A customer likes it, much to Plankton's a surprise and happiness. So it's been going for a while that he's been eating it. And then he brags to Mr. Krabs that this guy likes the chum instead of having a Krabby Patty. According to the guy, he doesn't want a Krabby Patty. So they having plans to try to give him Krabby Patty instead of a chum. So this time, Krusty Krab, they give him chum they made themselves, but the guy didn't like it. But Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob think they have Plankton has a secret formula, so they get captured. The guy comes back with a load of cash. Apparently, Karen paid him to eat chum, and the guy actually didn't like eating the chum. They were just being paid for doing so. And so he's going back to the hospital to get his stomach pumped again after doing it twice. So what?
Yeah, I remember that one too. I remember that one too, and also that SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs pulled a reverse on trying to steal the chum secret formula. Which, to be fair, I think it's just going to be like a bunch of like garbage, and then week month-old meat in there, just like
yeah. Next one.
I mean, it's not called
bleached.
Oh, sun bleached. I saw that too. You may explain it though.
Yes. So this one.
Wait, have you seen some of these episodes that you have before? Like before you started reviewing them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. I write down the episodes and stuff of the ones I've seen. So anyway, Sun Bleach, SpongeBob and Patrick are having a nice day at the beach until they meet a tan seal named I forgot what his name is, but he's really famous for him being tan. So he's having a party for only people that are tan. So he doesn't let SpongeBob and Patrick go in unless they are tanned. So SpongeBob and Patrick built a tan bed out of Patrick's house. Patrick gets a tan, but also the SpongeBob. But Patrick forgot about SpongeBob, leaving him in there for a while, and then afterwards,
or something.
Yeah, SpongeBob got like shriveled up and pale yellow, and then so Patrick trying to find a way to get him tan by coming up with mud and hair and stuff and beef jerky until a woman beat him up because he looked like a freak, and then SpongeBob and Patrick are eating ice cream at a store. And Patrick had a lot of caramel on his ice cream, so he had an idea by looking through his caramel at SpongeBob, and he throws it at him, and it spreads it all over him. And then he does look tan, but SpongeBob ended up getting stuck on Patrick. So they end up getting a party to having a good time. The lights are shining on SpongeBob. The caramel hardened and cracked, revealing his pale skin. And then the seal dude started worshiping him. Apparently, it was a one last tan called Sun Bleach. So they crank up the lights and everyone's to get bleached. But a couple hours later, they turn into dust. So yeah,
they were still alive after that, but still.
I used to do tanning bands when I was younger at my dad's gym we used to go to back when he was alive years ago in Aberville. So that was not bad. I just had to be there for only like 5 minutes.
I didn't go to a tanning bed because I just thought it was like what was the point of it?
Well, I mean,
Me, at least.
you have to like keep your eyes closed or have something over your eyes, like goggles or like a
I
towel.
mean,
I had like a towel over my eyes.
yeah, I know how it's like how they do it, but honestly, with like people getting tan and such, or even sun bleach, that just didn't like.
All
That
right,
just
next
mattered to me.
one is not normal.
Not normal, yeah.
So on this one, of course, SpongeBob is usual annoying Squidward and tells him that SpongeBob is not normal. So SpongeBob sees a commercial about him not being normal, that he should be normal. So he sees a commercial with this guy, just normal, just like Ed. Hi, I'm normal, whatever. Just normal, same stuff, working, house, whatnot. So SpongeBob somehow gets office supply, like a water a fountain thing, like you see in fountains, those you know what I'm talking about, right, Bobby? With the paper cups.
Yeah.
Where yeah. Anyways, so SpongeBob also has a computer. Now he's speaking in a monotone voice. Purchase credit parties out of a copy machine, and then time goes by. He ow, it's his skin started getting smooth with no holes. His teeth are straight. He started getting like cube shape, like all smooth and whatnot. Mr. Krabs told him that he should just be himself and whatnot. And then it just kicks him out as uh, so. So sure, SpongeBob was having a good time, but SpongeBob himself, he should be normal too. So he kicked him out. So Patrick uh, tells SpongeBob they shouldn't be normal just like that. So try to find a way to get back to normal, but he couldn't. So later on, Squidward apparently got himself to be normal, and then the sight of Squidward being normal scared a normal SpongeBob and went back to normal. Okay, that sounded weird, but you know what I mean. But
Yeah, it was normal SpongeBob. It just seemed like too weird for me. Like like the face he was making was creepy, and then the talking I didn't mind. It was like monotone, like "Hi, how are you?" And
also,
also normal school at the end.
Blitz, do you want me to
It,
resend the links just in case you can't get in?
I was talking about.
I'll go ahead and resend the link just in case.
Anyway,
But-
hey Christian,
Mhm.
I'm excuse me. I'm still working on some new fusions for a new video, and well, today I just like did another like slight improvement for one of my old ones.
Hmm,
I had
cool.
I had to go over my list again.
Cool.
So I'm almost finished with it. I only about like probably 33 left.
Next one. I'll talk about a few more that'll end the stream. The curse of the welcome back, Blitz.
To be clear, I was not mad at you guys. I was like, guys, look at the chat because of the random users.
Well, I didn't see it at first. I was scrolling down and I did see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see it, but I do see of them like saying that they're blocked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they keep saying F's and B's and all that. I was like, why are they?
Yeah,
keep
they're saying
random?
Lucy. I'm like,
I
what?
don't. Random users these days, I swear.
They just want attention, and they're usually bots too.
You
But
just
that's
want
not-
attention. Oh man, I missed that song.
Anyways, Curse of the Hex, guest starring Kristen Wiig. I'll let you explain this one. Wait, have you seen this episode, right, Blitz?
Yeah, Madam Hag. With this, yeah,
her character just wanted a Krabby Patty, but Mr. Krabs wouldn't allow it because of like how much change she had, and basically she put like a curse on the Krusty Krab and like all that. And Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob are like just begging to just, like put the curse away and all that. But all this because she wanted to do her dry cleaning. Like, what was the point of this?
Yeah, like get a gold coin from a giant eel. So yeah, the curse, or not really curse, it's a freaking close sign. That was the curse.
Yeah. Wait, if there was a close sign, yeah, wouldn't they like look at it? But no, of course they didn't look at it.
Yeah, and also most things that were the money can catch on fire as like in a row and stuff. I don't know what to explain stuff. But anyways, yeah. Next one, cracked crabs. So in this one, Mr. Krabs is nominated for the cheapest crabs award at a convention where other crabs are joined in a hotel. There are three nominees, of course, Mr. Krabs being one of them. His nominee, he asked customers to pay every time they do a step. So that sucks, actually. And next one, there's big angry dude as a grocery store. He scanned, I think, 3 times, and he told him about the price. And then this guy just started grabbing used toilet paper or paper towels from the back of the floor and just tying up to the toilet paper. Mr. Krabs actually won the award. I forgot what happened. SpongeBob made him lose the award, and then they started tearing apart the hotel rooms and stuff. And then apparently he won an award again, but the guy swiped it by yanking it from a string. He gets to it. Oh, I didn't realize what's left.
Again? What happened to him?
Dude. I was I was wondering why I was quiet. Whoopsie daisy. I'm sure it'll come back. Boy, all this talking is messing my throat.
You wanna get some water?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. Okay. Do I, Mom? I'll be right back. My mom's calling me.
All right.
Okay. Sorry about that, Bobby.
That's cool.
All right. This will be the last one. Greasy buffoons. So, and this one, yeah, this one, Miss Krabs, SpongeBob, Squidward discovered that the grease trap has not been cleaned in a while. And then Miss Krabs and SpongeBob started to clean it out. They dumped it all over Plankton's area. So he has the idea to sell grease. So montage, Mr. Krabs and Plankton selling greasy themed foods. Apparently, it's making everyone sick. SpongeBob decided to call the health inspector. SpongeBob tried to explain. Of course, they knocked him off a cliff. Both SpongeBob and Plankton and Mr. Krabs kicked him off a cliff. And then they try to explain what happened. Of course, they're blaming on each other. But he's gonna take down both the restaurants because of the grease and stuff until they clean it up. Plankton's gonna take a shower. Mr. Krabs doesn't know what to do, but SpongeBob does. And then at the end, SpongeBob actually absorbed all the grease and stuff. So, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, here's a moral of the story for people who work at restaurants: never sell grease and make people eat them, because that is literally disgusting. Actually, don't eat grease in general, because ugh.
Yeah, that's just So, even though Blitz didn't come back again, I'm sure he knows. He did short stream. So, did you enjoy stream?
Yes, I did.
Well, I'm glad you did. And of course, I'll put up a poll of which stream you want to see next Sunday. And I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.
Same with you, dude. Bye.